Hello and welcome. All right, it's another Thursday afternoon here. The sun rises here. It's Confessions Thursday, and so good to. I mean, I guess on one hand, so grateful to be alive. On another hand, uh, on the other hand, maybe I'm really just a shrink somehow, but no. We're hearing confessions. We're easing our own consciences, our minds. We're telling the tales that could bring about some ease, both to live, bring about ease when it comes to pursuing life ahead. We're bringing about the comfort or say the relief that comes with confronting maybe the darkest parts of our lives, about the darkest, most painful, maybe the most unbelievably miserable. Because I think sometimes you can come through something and there are no words to describe whether it's the madness or the pain or the confusion that you have lived through for a period or for a season. And sometimes it's life just asking questions. And then life can really, really ask you that question that you spend maybe 20 years looking for an answer. Oh, even worse, there are cases where you brought about some madness, and here you are trying to see whether you can partake in your own salvation to redeem yourself off of the tragedies that your own hands have created. I've been following a story of, I hear she is a young lady who is interning, I guess, at Unilag, and her friend murdered her. Yeah, and it's the story almost makes you want to catch your breath, and you can't quite imagine what she must have gone through. So the gist so far is that she was kidnapped, and the kidnapper is her friend. The friend asked her parents for some ransom. The parents were able to raise some money. He took the money, cut off communication after a while. And the next thing they heard, and this is me just, running through the story. I guess by next week, the story may have landed on a solid ground upon which we can stand and extract some conversation around what may appear to be the way the human mind can work, the reason people do what they do. And it's unfortunate that you can't quite speak for a person, but one wonders what exactly happens within a human being that can bring them to. I mean, it begins, subtly, right? Maybe first is jealousy. Another one is slight hatred. Another one is just possession, where you're possessed by something else. Because I saw something, I think on Twitter this morning, where the one who's alleged to have committed the murder was saying something about, it's interesting how nobody really knows you. Your parents probably don't even know you. And he said, I don't even know myself. Wow. Wow. And you wonder, is this really a case of, oh, you're really just a wicked person? Is this a possession of a sort? Is this malice? Is this vengeance? Like, what can it be? Yeah. And life really, and you wonder, because for sure, you can't quite say the girl deserved to die, even if she went to his house. Because I'm seeing some commentary like, why did she go to a hotel? I don't know if she went to a hotel. I haven't followed the story to that part of the development. I don't know how their friendship may have begun, but even if she went to visit him, it's really stupid to say, well, she went to visit him and then she died. It's thoughtless, really, to say, oh, why did she go? Anything can take anybody anywhere. I mean, the reasons why people would move from point A to point B doesn't justify their dying, particularly when they're innocent. It would even be hard for you to fully ingest the justification for if they were not innocent. But worse, when they're innocent, it's like you can't quite say, well, what did she go there to do? All right. Life. Life. So sometimes it's you bringing about the madness. Sometimes the madness is happening to you. Sometimes you're an observer of the madness, and it's equally maddening to you. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. When you're calling, you don't say your name. And I want to believe that this show, just by virtue of what it stands for, is able to provide you some relief, some answers, some comprehension, some understanding, some sense of community, where you can relax a little bit and not be confronted by judgment that paralyzes your own spirit and denies you the ability to truly find yourself and pick up where life left you off. Where that particular situation in life left you for dead. I'm hoping that when you hear other people's stories that you withhold judgment and see whether there is some mercy, some consideration, some sympathy that you can extend to what they have done and trying to get out of what they're trying to do and need help for. It's life. It's not straightforward. It's not black and white. And sometimes you really have to live long to truly understand it. It's really sobering. I think, one, because somewhere at the back of my mind is this story of the girl who was murdered. And is it me, or have we all noticed the last 1 week, too many ritual stories? Particularly on Twitter. I've been seeing ritual stories upon ritual stories upon ritual stories. I saw a video, a man with a human head and hand. I saw another video with a man who he cut off someone's hands. It's like, in the last 1 week, I've seen more ritual stories than I've seen this year alone. This money we're looking for. We need to even talk about whether this jazz thing works. Because these men really believe these things. Or is it a culture? Is it some cultural understanding of the fact that the gods can give you money? You know what? Confessions Thursday. Because the pictures just keep emerging. Welcome. When you call and you don't say your name. We'll probably talk about that sometime in the near future. Because I think maybe we ourselves need to understand what part of our culture holds light and what other part of our culture holds the dark word.
I heard something a while ago about this clean people for ritual thing, and they're like, almost times it's not what you think. People just sell the body parts and get money in exchange for it or something like that. Organ harvesting. So that's what they do. It's not that the dead body just brings out money, and I'm like, A lot of people that now say the body just sits there bringing down money inside calabash that's on the head.
Yeah, we saw those ones in home videos.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sign of the cross. We begin. Confessions Thursday. I'm going to give out the numbers 0201 2770 0201 465 7190, and on WhatsApp 0809597585. Nigeria Info's Confessions Thursday. And did I mention that the 0201 number 465 7190 is for women? So men, please take note, just so that we're not bumping heads and you are not in the way of someone who has a story they want to share. All right. All right, so let's begin with this one. Confessions. My female friend who's married to my friend needs advice. She told me that her man, or that the man she got married to 5 years ago, has changed completely. Okay, she said he is treating her badly, and each time there's issue, he will quickly call his family members and lie to them. Without listening to her own side, they jump into conclusions that she's a bad person. She said she is completely fed up and doesn't know whether to continue with the marriage or to quit. Please, what should she do, because she's losing her mind? All right. Wow. Where do we begin? I think first we have to talk about, before we even talk about family, remember the family doesn't come in. It's the man who gets to, someone brings the family into the matter. So, as your guess would be, the issue is between her and the man. Now, every time they have an issue, let me see, did you tell me the family? Is it his family or her family? He quickly calls his family members. Oh, I see. And lies to them. And then they fight her and judge her and tell her she's a bad person. Okay. This is the point where I think she needs to speak to her family. And this is just my opinion. This is the point where she needs to speak to her family and tell her family what this husband of hers is doing to her, and he's doing it in conjunction with his own family against her. But before she does that, or just about the time when she's doing that, I think it's necessary for her to decide what she has that you call a marriage. Because I don't understand why a husband will call his family and lie to his family and watch his family bash his wife. Off the jump, just from that singular picture alone, she doesn't have a marriage. But just so that it's not Joyce gets into the end of the story before you have the patience to fully ingest the process, good. Let her call her family, tell her family that this is what this guy is doing. I don't know how supportive her family is. And this is really the time where you need family. Because if she doesn't have anybody who is going to back her up, she better be a strong enough person to stand on her own. So you, the friend who's telling me this story, I think I'm also going to suggest to you that you are that friend who's just going to be on the flanks giving her support, except she needs you to show up as a family member as well. And I'm not sure what your relationship with her is, but I'm hoping that this indeed is truly a friendship where you can be there for her, right? I think she needs to properly evaluate what she wants from life, what she wants from a union, what she wants from a husband. This one is not a husband. This one is not. Now, the other side to the story may be that she's the cause of the problem. And so the husband is just looking for witnesses. And given that the only group of persons he knows would be his immediate family, so he's calling them. That's another side to the story. I don't know whether you are going to be friend enough to find out what the issues are and how much of the issues she brings about. Because sometimes it's really necessary. I mean, how do you fix a problem if you don't hear from both sides, right? If she's not contributing to the problem, even by your own judgment, if she's not contributing to the problem, and this is a situation of a bad marriage, I'm going to ask her to leave. I don't know if you want to hear that. Many of you are not necessarily, I think many of you don't want to hear me say that. But that's exactly what she needs to do. And the leaving has a process. You speak to your family. You all have a meeting, decide, is this marriage going to work or not? Are we going to have a union or not? And she better be ready with her own answers and not let people speak for her. If she can conclude that what she wants is a marriage, and this is certainly not the picture of a marriage that she's always wanted, it's time for her to go. And who knows, maybe it's on the verge of her leaving that the man may decide to change because he doesn't want to lose what he has. Or he's been waiting for her to make up her mind to leave so he can be about town and on to the next important business that's not her. So, once again, she needs to get her family involved, decide if she wants to leave the marriage, which in my opinion from the story, as long as she's not contributing to the problem, it's about time to wrap that up. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. It's Confessions Thursday on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. The phone number is 02012770993, 02014657190, and the WhatsApp number is 08095975805. My name's Joyce. You're on the sunny side, and you are welcome to Confessions Thursday. I have a message on WhatsApp. I'm going to look at it real quick. Can we help out?
Okay. Good afternoon, Joyce. My confession is that I'm addicted to dating married women or single mothers. And my only reason has been that I have always found peace of mind in them. But I keep breaking up with them each time they start demanding for sex, because I'm a kind of person that doesn't like sex just once in a long while. I have never had feelings for single ladies, and that's why I've never dated one. Do you think there's a problem with me?
It sounds like you have two problems.
Amy.
Yeah. So one, and I'm really just even trying to see if I can map it out properly. You're addicted to dating married women.
And single mothers. Or single mothers, either ways.
Okay. So you like, okay. Did I promise I was going to have a conversation about young men who say that they're attracted to married women or older women? Actually, no. Older women. Okay. Yeah, so that's a problem. I'm not sure why you have this, and you call it an addiction. So I'm assuming that every time you see a woman, nothing really rings a bell. But the moment you hear she's married, you're like, yep, that's
She has kids.
the
no
sort I
husband.
like. Or you're like, oh wait, you've been somewhere before? Oh sure, I like them like that. So I'm not sure why you like that. But then you say you get peace of mind with women who have been engaged before. So help me out to understand do you have an attraction for, is this a matter of them being older? Because I need to understand if this is a case of when they're younger, they're trouble, and maybe they want money and I don't have it. Or maybe they are of a pace that I can't quite keep up with. But the older ones are a little bit more mellow, they're measured, they go at a slower pace, and that's my natural vibe, that's my natural pace. Can you help us out? You finally say you end up breaking up with them when they want sex. Hold on, what are we? So that's the thing, you have to figure out what are you then in the relationship for? Because it's not like you love her, because if you say you love her, then it changes the conversation. If they ask for sex and then you break up with them because you don't like sex, why are you then looking for married women and single mothers? You have left me with more questions than I have answers. So I love older. Okay, good. He says, I love older women.
You can start from there.
We're getting closer to your answers. Whoa, who thought this could be a hard one to answer? Okay, you love older women. Okay, that puts us in some perspective. So usually older women would mostly fall into the category of they've been married before, or they're married,
Or single mothers.
or they have single. Okay, so the thing here is the older woman thing. Okay, good. You still have two problems. One is you're attracted to married women, and that would mean because you like older women, you wouldn't have any qualms if she was still married. I think I'm right when I say that. Okay. Then the issue is when they ask for sex, you leave. Okay. You have to figure out what you want from life. Can we just begin from there? I think, honestly, you have to figure out what you want from life. Do you want a relationship where there's something deeper than sex? Good. Then a married woman wouldn't be that for you, because you at least want someone who is emotionally available for something deeper. If you want a woman whose emotions are split between her husband and you, she has kids to cater to, she has an economy to worry about, and God alone knows what else she's dealing with, then yeah, you're neither here nor there, right? Think about it. What do you think you want? Do you want something deeper, or you want something fleeting? If you want something fleeting, these days, well, you have to look for someone who doesn't like sex as much as you do. But the problem with eating the forbidden fruit is once you eat it, you become aware of the knowledge of good and evil. The devil just steps in. And yeah, there's a demand. Yeah, your body begins to demand from you what your soul is not willing to give. So what do you want? Do you want something deeper? Because that's the only way we can figure this out. Do you want something deeper? If you want something deeper, a married woman is not your option. Well, except you find a woman who's in love with you and then she's willing to leave her husband for you. Or she's willing to take something. You're giving her something that her husband isn't giving to her. I don't think you're giving her conversation. So if you're not giving her conversation, you're probably giving her money. If you're not giving her money, you're also not giving her sex. Honey, what are we dealing with here? What? I just want a relationship with that. Oh, you want companionship with someone's wife? We're off on a break.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Are you an independent female artist, a producer, a DJ, a songwriter who wants to take a career to the next level? Then Her Sound 2.0 is for you. Enjoy comprehensive training and mentorship, access to support from a community of female music professionals, collaborative opportunities, 2 days free bootcamp, and more. To register for Her Sound 2.0, visit www.hersoundglobal.com to register for free. To complete your application, post a 30-second video on Instagram telling us why you want to be part of Her Sound 2024. And don't forget to use the hashtags. Hashtag Her Sound Peach. Her Sound 2024. It's time to hear her.
Her Sound 2024 is brought to you by Sweet Nation and powered by Google. Supported by Boomplay, Cloud Africa, Grunge Cake, Mavico Foods. Media partners, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Pulse NG, and Heap TV.
For more information, visit at Her Sound Global on Instagram.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to two players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira. My name is Well Done. Okay, well done. You want to tell you well done? You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You will not believe Kemi is losing her nuts here over this message. Welcome, 99.3 Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out this brother's problem. My conclusion is that the gentleman who says he loves older women, in my view, at this point, if I take all things into consideration, I think what you need is a friendship. You want friendship with older women. That's like at this, because your appetite for sex is real low. So I'm thinking you probably want women who are older, who come with some certain level of mental clarity, emotional stability, and you can just banter. I think that's what you want. You don't have a sexual appetite that's demanding, so you can pretty much even do without sex. If you want companionship at this point, my interpretation, you want a friendship. Yeah, so have I answered your question? Or there's something else you want? Joyce, I'm one of those who doesn't want to marry.
You just want to have kids or train them, and you're good.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah. Okay. So see whether one of your friends may fancy you being. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that choice.
Yep.
Look, you know.
It's your choice.
So see whether one of your friends would like to be, in
that category. They like to fill in
a baby mama for you. Yeah. And then also tell her that I'm not much of a sex guy. I just want friendship. So you can have a mutual understanding. That shouldn't be a difficult thing. I mean, there are women who also don't want to be married. Mm-hmm. And then there are women who want to have kids. And then there are women who want to have multiple partners. So given that you don't have much of a sexual appetite, you also have to accommodate the possibility that
she might want
two other guys on the flanks, because you don't even come at all. So she may want some other guys who can run. Yeah. Time now for the news update. I'm really helping out here. You better be grateful. Nigeria Info. When we return, the conversation will continue. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. And we would love to hear the stories of your reality. Just don't say your name. I have a confession here. We're going to be reading it in a moment when we return. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
There are
mysteries to the universe we were never meant to solve. But who we are and why we are here are not among them.
And so, we do not leave to chance our duty to think. For why else then are we free beings?
It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Here is the news update. The Lagos State government says there is no going back on the enforcement and restoration of right-of-way of all drainage channels in the state. The Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, said the government was determined to restore the environment from all sorts of infractions that had altered the landscape. He noted that the government had awarded contracts on restoration projects to make Lagos flood-free. Meanwhile, civil servants in Lagos will continue working from home for the next 3 months. The Lagos State government extended the work-from-home policy for workers for the next 3 months. Governor Sanwo-Olu approved the extension in a circular signed by the state head of service, Bode Aguru, on Wednesday. The decision is to reduce the effects of the removal of petrol subsidy on workers. And you recall that the governor directed workers to work remotely on some days on the 28th of February this year. The National Economic Council has approved the full implementation of the recommendations from its ad hoc committee on flood, erosion, drought, and desertification. The report, which sets comprehensive timelines, equally assigned specific responsibilities for MDAs with the creation of task forces recommended for interagency collaboration so as to hold the reliance on ad hoc committees formed during the onset of the rainy season. Speaking on the issue, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed stressed that collaboration between the tiers of government was needed to help mitigate the impact of flooding on food security. Similarly, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule said flood-impacted states were asked to submit details of the impact by Monday. And the presidency has accused the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress of politicizing the current fuel situation in the country. You recall that the NLC, through its president, Comrade Joe Ajero, alleged that organized labor accepted the 70,000 naira national minimum wage based on an understanding that the pump price of petrol would not be increased. However, it is in a statement on his official handle, the senior special assistant to the president on print media, Abdulaziz, said President Tinubu had never made such promises to the labor leaders during all their meetings. Abdulaziz alleged that Ajero was only playing dirty politics aimed at manipulating the emotions of Nigerians. And that's the news update this hour. You are listening to The Sunny Side with Joyce Confessions Thursday on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And I am Yvonne Alhaifel.
There are mysteries to the universe we were never meant to solve. But who we are and why we are here are not among them.
And so, we do not leave to chance our duty to think. For why else then are we free beings? For it is slaves who run into fantasies, flatteries, and fads as one goes into sickness.
What is your profession?
Run along and tell your Xerxes he faces free men here, not slaves.
Dread it. Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
Lagos, do not forget that we're giving away money here on the sunny side. Okay, 20,000 naira for one lucky person. That draw will happen. And don't say that I did not say anything. You didn't hear Kevin talking. I've been It's money, no, and people have been playing and winning. So will it be your turn? Remember, all you have to do is go to the website www.oneplay.ng. That is the website. Money can be won on Sunny Side, in case you did not know. Now you know. Money Crossfire, somebody won. WhatsApp Lagos, 3 people won 20,000 naira. Sunny Side, 1 lucky person will win 20,000 naira. Before you win again, to be game or no, Marianne is not giving away money. So you better use that opportunity now, because 20,000 naira can do a lot. You can buy fuel. So if you are interested, go to the website www.oneplay.ng or just dial the code *347 *880 *3#. *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira. In a few seconds, your ticket will be in the draw. Remember, the more you play, the better your chances of winning every day. And Friday, there will also be a jackpot of 50,000 naira for 1 lucky person. Now that could be you. All you have to do is note that if you've been playing during the week, okay, you automatically just qualify for the weekly jackpot, and your chances of winning are still the same whether you play on the website, which is www.oneplay.ng, or you dial the code *347 *880 *3#. I'm calling slow, so you not say you missed it. Okay, remember to play responsibly. If you're under 18, this is not for you. Yes, Lagos, I've still got gist for you, okay? If you are a parent, if you are a kid, if you're a teenager, well, you want to listen to this and you're very interested in fun and summertime. Because when it's summertime, it's time for fun, okay? It's time for summer camp, and Upbeat Summer Camp is an unforgettable 8-week summer camp adventure where on-site excitement and skill development awaits you. So they have a comprehensive program that offers a diverse range of core activities, including gymnastics, chef academy, football, basketball, and artificial intelligence and robotics for on-site skill development and for kids during the summer break. Okay, and every Friday, participants will also engage in arts and craft, virtual games, trampoline sessions, and outdoor activities. Now that sounds like fun, and if you want to partake in this, well, there's still time. Upbeat Summer Camp is happening live at the Upbeat Center, number 11 Admiralty Road, Lekki, Phase 1, Lagos. Okay, that's the Upbeat Center. And bookings from weekly for weekly bookings, you have 60,000 naira. For daily bookings, is 15,000 naira only. And guess what? They're putting in something special for you as parents. There's a 10% discount for siblings. So if you come in with your brother, your sister, your friend, your cousin, actually not your friend does not apply, your cousin, your brother, just be a sibling of any kind, go to Orbit, you get a 10% discount straight up. Okay, starting from July 22nd and it ends September 7th 2024. You don't want to miss out on this because the time is so short. We're almost rounding up. For inquiries, sponsorships, and partnerships, you can contact the number 0908 878 8994 0908 878 8994. This was brought to you by Upbeat, the first trampoline and family entertainment center in West Africa.
You're listening to Nigeria Info. What happened to my mic, girl?
I was selling markets.
Don't explain it. The Sunny Side. Welcome. It's 9 minutes past 1 p.m. The Sunny Side. It's Confessions Thursday, and welcome. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name.
On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
All right, here we are. Confessions Thursday on Nigeria Info. The Sunny Side. Okay, so I'm going to read this message. Welcome. Remember, when you call in with a confession, you don't say your name, and I want you to be comfortable to tell us the crazy, the weird, the unusual, the unheard of, the mind-boggling, the soul-shaking realities of your life. We're here for it. Okay, this gentleman. My confession is that my wife and I had an agreement not to have kids 3 years after our wedding. She has had 3 abortions during the course of the 3 years. My reason is to be well prepared before bringing any child into the world. Fast forward. This is our 11th year. No child. I've tried cheating on my wife many times, but my conscience can't take it. I believe I caused the whole thing in the first place. Medical, you say we've had 2 failed IVF. Joyce, am I being punished for wanting to give my kids a good life? I am disturbed. So, first of all, let's not get into the confusion which you may create out of the fear of what's not happening. And I think that it's something we have to learn to do, which is accept the things we can't control. As long as you know you're not the contributing factor to what appears to be a difficulty, an obstacle, a problem, take the liberty. And I think it probably would come with some kind of awareness to accept the things you can't change. You can try by nature, biologically, to conceive. But I think there's a deeper conversation there that requires some deeper thought, which is that children, on a scientific level, yeah, you're told that it would take a man and a woman to make a child. But on a more deeper reality, children are given. Children are given. The best things in life are not things you can take in that sense. These are things that are given. It's not something you take. It's something that's given. One would be children. So if you don't have it yet, don't mean you will not have it sometime in the future. And I think I'm saying that to say, don't burn yourself up with guilt. You see that? But I don't understand this part where you say, I've tried cheating on my wife. Help me. What do you mean you've tried? What's the purpose of, are you trying to give some sensibility to cheating? Are you cheating so you can have a child? Or are you cheating just because, hey, you saw a girl, you thought, oh, she'll be good in bed? I don't know why that conversation is a feature here. Do you think that it's your decision to cheat? Wait, have you cheated? You see now, you have me all over the place. Have you cheated? You say your conscience can't handle it. So is this a case of
opportunity presented itself,
and then you didn't take it?
Have the ball to take it,
and because your conscience is biting you. Look, make a decision. Do you want to cheat or not? If you don't want to cheat, then when the opportunities come, you dismiss it. That's what you do. You discard it. You run away. But if the opportunities come and you want to take it, but fear is what's doing you. I'm going to hold my thought and just wait for some kind of clarity. But I think you're maybe implying that you haven't cheated just yet. I wouldn't know why you want to do that. But I'm hoping that you can at least answer the question as to why you would want to do that to your wife, If you love her. Well, if you don't love her, Confessions Thursday.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. 0201-277-0993. The female 0201-465-7190. And WhatsApp 08095975805. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Thank you for calling.
Advice.
Go ahead, 1 minute.
That man, the way they like about the woman. That man needs counseling with the ice block on his head. It's an abomination to even go near a married woman. Yes, you can friend a person that have pumpkin whenever married. But as the man is doing like this, are you going to marry at all? I bet you need to serious counseling. Yeah,
he doesn't want to be married. He says he doesn't want to be married.
He doesn't want to be married.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to be married, he remains celibate now and he leaves married woman and he sends the people away from the Another one, that man has committed abortion. You have ruined the life of your woman. That abortion is it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. You have to face that woman that is the wife that is committing abortion with. It's unacceptable. If you commit abortion, it's unacceptable. I'm angry this afternoon.
It's interesting, all the things that make you angry, but you can't quite get mad at a man over his own mistakes. But no, Lagos, believe me, this gentleman, When he tells you he's angry, he's mad at the president. It's not even you. It's Confessions Thursday. All right, so I guess he's this one goes, let's all be pretending as if we don't know the root cause of the decadence we are experiencing in our society. But this is not a confession, I think. I think
it's just advice.
Okay, good. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. We need to discuss as a topic, look at the man who said he's had his wife do 3 abortions because he wasn't ready to have kids. What if he did what's on the quote? What's the quote?
I do not know what the quote is.
One man can impregnate over 360 women in 1 year, while a woman can only get pregnant once a year. Maybe there be more focus on male contraceptives instead of women.
I've heard something like that.
So this is, I guess, she says, what's the final part? Then the wife wouldn't have gone through the pain of abortions
if the man had done what's on.
That's a very interesting...
I feel they should have tried family planning. You don't want to have kids, lock it up.
We can't go back. All the things he could have done. This is
I mean, it's done already.
This is 7 years later. We can't quite go back. Well, now they have male contraceptives. They do have it now. The egos of men. I think a lot of men qualify themselves by their erection and as such. They think it's a woman's, but it's social conditioning, and they think it's a woman's thing to do contraceptives. A few men have done vasectomies, but it will take a while for the world to come around. We can talk about that another time. Yeah.
He said, I thought I can cheat to get kids, but my conscience is biting me. It's because of having kids. That's the cheating stuff.
How many
my family members are beginning to think that I have a problem, which is not true.
Why don't you get a divorce?
After making that,
Joyce. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, let's look at this. You want to cheat on her, to announce to her suddenly, I have a woman outside that's got kids for me, or that has a child for me.
Yeah.
So what do you think that's going to do to her?
Break her. That's true. You're breaking her. So you better just stay there. I would say in fact.
So my own confusion is how many things
continue to bite you.
So let's even think about this. How many things do you want to get wrong? How many things are you working tirelessly to make wrong? So 1, you had abortions. 2, you want to cheat on her to have kids. Hold on a second. Let's go to the telephone lines. It's Confessions Thursday. How are you?
Fine. Good afternoon.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
I just want to give you a piece of advice.
Okay, you have a minute. Go ahead. Don't sound like you're sleeping.
Yes, sir. Tijai, the only thing I can say is regarding in the case of the man that the wife had 3 abortions. I can tell you the truth is this. I can tell you that I'm not sure that man loved that woman.
Okay.
At first, to be honest with you, because if you say you love your wife, how can you? If you know you're not ready to have kids, don't go into marriage. That is point 1. Because immediately marriage kicks off, kids follows, unless there are problems. But if things are everybody's fine.
So we can't go back in time. So let's talk about where the situation stands and the way forward. You have 40 seconds.
Anyway, in the area forward, I don't think cheating is the solution.
Okay.
Cheating will end up creating more problems.
Yeah.
And divorce is not also an option in this case.
So his option is to stay with her and wait it out.
The option is to stay with her.
All right.
No matter what comes around.
All right.
Let them live together.
Great.
That's what I would suggest.
Thank you very much for calling. Confessions Thursday. Welcome.
Yeah, Joyce, advice.
1 minute, go ahead.
See, let us get this thing straight about this man and the wife. Nobody should bring morality into this thing. You understand? Okay? So let's get morality out of it.
If we
Now,
get morality
yes.
out, we get immorality in.
No, what I mean by when people said you can't cheat, you understand? She's not going to cheat anything. I'm sorry, he's not going to cheat anything.
Okay.
You understand? But with the consent of the wife, you understand? Because what do? You can't leave that woman. She will mess you up. You can't leave her because you are the one who made her go through all these things. So I think she should seek her consent. If she's not able to conceive, as I've now understand, let them find alternatives and let the man have, because have a child with another woman.
Okay. All right.
And the wife should be able to accept the child, understand?
Yeah. Okay.
Fair. But under no circumstances should the man think of leaving the wife, because he made her go through all those things, understand?
Yeah.
And people should should stop saying about or cheating. Cheating has nothing to do with this thing, understand? Just find a way to get what you want now. Because since you are ready now,
right.
you are not ready. I don't understand that idea. Get married, you don't want to get child at the same time.
You're crossing your point, but I kind of get the import. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you. I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
But the repetition of don't say cheating is like, I didn't say, he said it. And until he said get your wife's consent, then it kind of makes sense in some regard if the wife is really open to that.
Well, if that's the case, then why don't they just adopt? That way he's not sleeping outside.
So adoption
she's
is
not,
one.
Yeah, she's not feeling like he's sleeping with someone else to get a child when he made her go through all of that. That's not, I don't think it's balanced.
We're here for each other on Confessions Thursday. Welcome, Confessions Thursday.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Do you have a confession?
This is Josephine. I don't have a confession, but I have an advice. If they are advising the man that he should bring it as a consent to his wife, for the wife to accept the child, what about the woman? He is the one that caused all this. So he should explain it to his wife, his family, that he is the cause of this. Because it's not that the woman, she's not fertile. She's fertile. 3 abortions. And he expects that woman to keep quiet, fold her hand, and wait him to bring another child to the home. If it's me, I will never accept it. Thank you.
Okay, so let's get something out of the way. I'm not sure what we mean when we say he caused it. I can understand what role he has played in the situation. She is not infertile. Yeah, because they've had 3 abortions, right? So is this case of they want a child now and the child is not coming? The only thing they can do right now to get some doubt out of the way is to clinically establish whether both of them can actually conceive a child. If that's done, then you're just waiting for the child to come, right? So that's where that conversation can pick up. The other one of, the blaming who did what, I think in a sense, there's a person doing wrong, but I think that wrong is independent of what the situation in this moment provides. We need to first establish clinically that they can have kids. If they can have kids, we're just waiting for the child to come. And so we're hearing the confession of a man who wants to have kids but can't. All right, Confessions Thursday. Welcome.
He's nice, not part of it.
Hello, welcome. You have a minute, real quick.
Hello, yeah, good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Joyce.
Afternoon. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to advise.
1 minute.
Yeah,
Actually, 40
concerning the man that they don't have child. That's the man and the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Let the man also pass through the problem.
Why? How?
Hello. Yeah, because he caused this thing now. So now, if the man come and collect consent from the wife, that if you go and marry another woman, now the woman will not be the one to suffer the sin.
No, it's not marry. No, it's not marry.
It's not marry. Just have a baby outside and then bring it.
Let 2 of them come together and solve the problem.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So some Nigerians are advising, okay, speak to your wife, find out whether an adoption is an option, or I go sleep with another woman and I bring a baby home. We'll be right back.
News and sports after this.
My darling, are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, Mommy. I have everything I need. All that's missing is my favorite food to drink, Capri Sun.
Oh, what? No Capri Sun. We have to fix that right away.
Yay! And Mommy, Mommy, every carton of Capri Sun now comes with a wristband ruler for school.
A wristband ruler?
Get a wristband ruler in every carton of Capri Sun as you go back to school. Terms and conditions apply.
Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
Hi, I'm Natasha Kimani. I'm a governance and public policy expert and the host of Talk to Me Direct podcast. Talk to Me Direct is produced by Luminate. Luminate is a global foundation working to ensure that everyone, especially those underrepresented, have the information, rights, and power to influence decisions that affect their lives. In the next episode, I speak with a brilliant young person, Polly Washira, who works in a space that brings together rural community groups to organize for issues that matter to them.
Just collaborate. Don't be afraid to go out there. Don't work in silos. Don't go and try to change. The best thing that you can do is find other change makers and collaborate. Don't try to do this thing alone.
Like and subscribe to Talk to Me Direct wherever you get your podcasts.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
9.3 Nigeria Info's Confessions Thursday. Okay, so I want to quickly go through the last message he sent, more like an additional information he provided. Welcome to Confessions Thursday, 27 minutes past 1 p.m. So this message here from this Nigerian anonymous writer writes to me saying, I thought I can cheat to get kids, but my conscience is biting me. It's because of having kids. My family members are beginning to think that I have a problem, which is not true. So I don't think creating more of a problem is the way to solve a problem that you already have. So what I'm going to say is go get some medical opinion on paper and give it to your family. Now, what you're not going to do is suggest in any way. In fact, you'll be damned if you make your family think that it's your wife who's the issue. So if there's anything you are doing first and foremost is to get your family to fully comprehend that your wife's okay. So whether you want to do that verbally, you want to do it verbally and a medical report, you collect everything you can collect and give your family and tell them to sit down and be quiet. One, because, well, you have contributed to this situation. We're not going to deny it. And so what you're going to do is cover your wife. Don't let the stars curse you out. Cover your wife. That's the least you can do in this situation. You didn't do anything. That's the last you can do. So at least if you're suffering, they won't flog you. If they're supposed to flog you like 50, they're not going to flog you 150 because you did not only create a mistake, but you also made your wife suffer a consequence of something that better judgment could have rectified. Once you get your family, and push your family back though, just push them back. I want to say what's their business, but I can see how they have a business. But because you have insider information, push them back. Like deliberately push them back. Tell them to be quiet. When God gives you a child, then you have it. Until then, you don't have a child. And I'm glad you still have a conscience. It's insane that you may think that a solution is to go cheat on your wife and then meet her sometime at dinner and announce, since we've not been able to have a child,
hey,
I now met this, I met Folake.
Wow.
And one thing led to another. She got pregnant. I wanted to tell you, I just knew it was hard, but relax. I know how you're going to take this, but we have a child. People, no.
And I'm not bringing Folake into the home.
Yeah, then you're going to try to, sensitize. I'm not going to bring Folake.
I will never do that.
She should burn the house at that point.
Cute.
Yeah, she should burn the house with you in it.
It's become a Tyler Perry story. Very quick.
Well, yeah, I'm not. You kind of get the point. That would be insulting. That would be like you just really took her for nothing. So if she wants you to go sleep with another woman, you get her consent, okay. Otherwise, you adopt a baby. The adoption processes don't happen so quickly.
No, they don't. It's over time, but like you both have agreed to adopt a baby. You speak to her about it. But first, please go and do a medical checkup to be sure that she can still conceive and you can still reproduce. And if both of you are fine, then I guess you just keep trying and wait.
99.3 Nigeria Info is Confessions Thursday. My advice to the man who wants to get a child, I'll suggest that he should allow his wife to cheat so that she can get pregnant and bring it home. It's better that way. Nobody would know. It's not only the man that should enjoy with other women. This is why I love you guys on a very beautiful, sunny Thursday afternoon. It's Confessions Thursday. Maybe the wife may fancy this idea.
Why are we even questioning?
It's Confessions Thursday on Nigeria Info. Remember, when you call in, you don't say your name. Hello.
Let me just briefly say something about the man that,
40 seconds.
Having to say,
40 seconds.
Okay. Now, I think, first of all, since he's having some kind of guilt, is to, because if he's an Igbo man, certainly something has happened in the spiritual realm. If he's an Igbo man, I don't know where he's from. He has to clear certain things. Then secondly, because two of them conspire to do the abortion, two of them must also come together in agreement to find whatever solution.
All right.
If they are doing, if the woman still has egg, harvest it, do it outside, get a surrogate, pay. He must make sacrifice something, maybe money, maybe something. But two of them must bear the burden.
Got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Confessions on Confessions Thursday.
Auntie Joyce, I'm having issues over my wife. I got married in 2015, 9 years ago, but my issues with her, even when I knew, is that she refused me having sex because we are of the same faith, in the same church. We have 2 kids now, but she doesn't demand sex. We can stay for a long while and she will, and such a long while, and such will only come from me. Always excuses. If she doesn't say she's in pains or her stomach, it's one thing as well as the others. Even when she tries to offer me, she doesn't move at all. Before marriage, she told me that she loves sex and that I should satisfy her. As things are going now, I'm way down. What to do?
Can I quickly declare that I'm not a sex therapist? I must admit that I find it particularly overwhelming every time you invite me into your sex world. Like, my head doesn't want to be there. And the damn thing about this is a job. So I really have to look interested. Look, I'm going to say see a sex therapist. So for how the body works, it's not love, I'm not sure. But psychologically, I can say something about it because I think I would know what happens psychologically and why a person wouldn't want it. One, fundamentally, they're not in love with you. One off the jump. So you have something else going on here. And so what happens when a person is in love with you, they're attracted to you. And so the sex thing almost goes without saying. And even though there is not going to be sex, there is passion, and so the passion fills the gap. The desire that loves this other person can do without sex. Yes. Okay. Other than that, so there could now be like a health problem. If there is no health problem, it's an attraction problem. It's a lack of, there's nothing inside her mind, inside of her spirit that truly enjoys it. Because it's like a job that you like. It's like a thing you like to do. You do it without even being paid for it because you like it, so you'll do it. I mean, it's an added incentive if you get paid for it and get paid very well for it. All right, so I think you would need to speak with her and find out what the situation really is. Unfortunately, I think when people ask the question, do you love me? They always get a yes. And in my head, I'm like, she's lying. That's a no, or he's lying. Because one, I think the definition of what love is to them is one in itself skewed. And then there is what they think they have to say just so that a fight doesn't break out immediately or an argument doesn't break out immediately. So I would say speak with her and find out what she wants from you that you may not be giving to her. Because maybe if you meet her non-sexual needs, then she may be able to make some adjustment. And this is a wild guess. So I think communication will be one way, but better still see a therapist. If you don't have therapy money, okay, let me do it for free. Speak to her. I think if you met her non-sexual needs, she may be more inclined to meet your sexual need. I think so.
Tit for tat.
Well, let's not call it that. It sounds like a trade and a batter.
That's what it's looking like already.
So yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's, you're not giving me something, and so my entire biology shut off, I would say. So see whether there's something you can do for her, because you never can tell. You do a number of things for her, and you just turn her on, and it goes without saying. She may not even. Then maybe she invites you to sex. I hate the idea that it could have been vulgar for 1 minute.
When she invites me, she doesn't move at all. She's just there.
Like a corpse?
Yeah, I think it's a communication thing. I think there's something.
There's no beauty
her mind
in that.
Her mind isn't there.
Yeah.
You need to call her mind back.
Yeah, you need to call her mind back. You need to call her spirit back. You need to do some incantations and see in what other ways, in what other non-sexual ways can you love her to arouse a sexual response from her. Because many of you don't even try. You just think she owes you sex. So she's pretty much your wife, but in essence, she's a prostitute. You just hope that if you just whistle, she just runs along like your dog. Yeah, so let's try something else. All right? Y'all need to pay me for therapy. Like, I think y'all need to pay me.
We'll release the rate card soon.
Confessions Thursday. Welcome, how are you? I'm burning.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce.
Yo, yes, welcome.
Engineer Mike calling you from Lake Yaja.
Yeah, 15 more seconds.
Yeah, I had the same experience. So, as far as I'm concerned, that woman no longer loves that man.
That's one.
I am going through that experience as I speak with you.
All right.
I go up to an extent of taking my wife to Mega Chicken. I'll megalize her, do everything. I've even gone spiritually, find out. I will sit her down, I talk with her. What is the problem? I did everything humanly possible. But at the end of the day, I discovered that she was doing the game outside. So as far as I'm concerned, that woman no longer loves that man.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think the best option for that man is to move on.
All right, fair. Thank you.
A woman in the house, whether a girlfriend or a fiancé or a legally married wife, and then she will starve you of sex.
Well, that's a very narrow way to really just describe that. Maybe there are other things happening that we're not even being told.
Auntie Joyce, honestly speaking,
I get it. I'm not doubting your submission. I'm just saying that maybe there are other things he may need to do.
I'm talking of, I am a mature man of 48 years.
Don't make much
about
sense.
27 or thereabouts. You can imagine. So I apply wisdom as an elderly man to her.
All right.
Humanly possible. So as far as I'm concerned, that woman no longer loves that man.
Thank you. We got it. So he needs to determine whether she loves him or not. Welcome to Confessions Thursday.
Hello.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
No.
1 minute.
It might be true. The last, the one that just speak now. But to me, many people I speak to, it's not true. Men these days, some men, no, not all, they don't want to play with their wife or talk to their wife, sit down and gist together, all those things. You know, those things matter a lot. They just want to come to the bed, maybe when the woman is sleeping and touching her, want to have those kind of things with her. So they don't like it at all. You have to come and they talk together, gist together, laugh together. They one thing lead to another. No jumping on that woman like I don't understand, Joy.
Got it. All right.
Bring that. Hello?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, I kind of appreciate that commentary.
I know. Thank you.
Y'all be having sex by error?
Unplanned. It's called unplanned.
What do you mean, like, so one thing leads to another?
Yeah, it has to lead. There has to be a starting point and a finishing point.
Well, I think
how you know a good race. It's a race, Joyce.
It's Confessions Thursday, at least. Welcome to Nigeria Info. What's your confession?
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome. What's your confession?
No confession, at least, Madam Lucky.
Real quick. 1 minute.
Yes, I just want to talk. You see, when you talk about marriage or relationship, you have to do with the brain and the heart. Those are the two things. The most important thing that influence the heart is chatting. When you have your wife or you have someone who is addicted to chatting with another person of opposite sex on phone. There are some men, they will tell you that, also women, they will tell you that that person is just my friend, we have nothing to do. But without that person, you cannot be in the office remembering that person. So when something is in there and it's in your brain, so that person you'll be seeing your husband as just like your brother, you'll be seeing your wife as your sister. And that is wrong. That's why once you are in a marriage, there are 30 things you need to do away with to know that this is a new reality that has come to you.
All right. Confessions Thursday on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Ayo from Dolphin Estate.
Real quick, 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't have the confession, but I just want to contribute on this marriages. Those guys that and the lady that went to do abortion for several.
Don't judge the guy. Don't.
I'm not judging. I'm just going to make my own recommendation.
All right, good. Go ahead.
Yes, there is consequence for everything. And those who don't want to go to marriage, they should not go into it if they are not well prepared.
Yeah, but we're not there anymore. We've left there. We're here now. He's gone into it. It's 11 years later. So what?
They should adopt if they cannot go further. They should adopt a child, children if they like, and take it like that. That's the way. That's life.
All right. Thank you.
That's my position.
I appreciate it. Confessions Thursday. Remember, when you called in, you shouldn't say your name, and that should afford each and every one of us some comfort room to tell the craziness about our lives, the lives we're living, or maybe the life that's living us at this point. Because, I guess some people are pretty much just on someone else's terms, you know. Okay, so this one goes, please hide my identity. My confession, with no regrets, is that I bypass my meter and been using electricity for over 8 years without spending up to 20,000 naira. I only pay when I want. This was done with a NEPA official and can't be traced. With the situation of this country, I can never and will never regret taking such action. I thank God I did. Wow. Confessions Thursday. Have you read that? That's a long one. Okay, let's begin. Confessions Thursday. I'm feeling really stuck. I'm sharing this Confessions Thursday because I need some honest advice. So I left my comfy 55K job in the East last year to take a similar role in Lagos for 150K. Sounds like a great move, right? But fast forward over a year and I'm now jobless in Lagos. To make things even more confusing, the company I left in the East just opened a new office here. I'm not even thinking about going back, but it's got me wondering what's next. Okay, I'm also feeling pretty down about my personal life. I'm 38 and I still haven't found someone special. I don't even know how to ask someone out anymore. It's ironic because I've been working in the media for like 6 years, but my own life feels like it's stalled. Please help me. Welcome, handsome, to 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome everyone else to Confessions Thursday. All right. Let's separate this first. You got one problem on the left. You have another problem. You got honey problem. Oh, no. Okay, so I think when you've been single for too long, many kind of things happen. You get comfortable being single. And then in many cases, you've been single for so long, you don't even know what the game's about anymore. And even with all your good intentions, you're not even sure how to even approach a world where people have become selfish. People want to take from you if they can. People don't want what you want, and as such, they would overtake you given the opportunity, including dump you if someone else shows around the corner. Sometimes they don't even dump you. They keep you and go for Jack. And I'm not even sure I know what you want. I'm going to assume you truly want someone. I'm not sure what roles you have played that's brought you here. Because, hey, sometimes it's the chances you've blown up, the opportunities you've abused. Sometimes it's that you disregarded what appeared to have been something that came to you for free, and you thought, well, because I know a few. What's that, honey? All right, I know there are a few people who think that way, who would say, well, if it comes to, I've heard some Nigerian men say something like, if she comes for me, then she's cheap, or if she comes for me, then I don't want it. I'm an animal. I'm a hunter. If I don't kill the bush meat, I don't see the essence. And maybe you were really that daft. And then, the one who came to you, you told her, I did not kill the bushmeat, so
bushmeat can go.
And then she's gone. Now you were here you're here, and I think the society doesn't talk about how much men, quote unquote, settle for their own vomit. Society doesn't talk about it. What society talks about is, better go and marry. You're 28, you're 30, hurry up, go marry. Nobody will marry you, blah, blah, blah. Society never talks about how men in their arrogance in their youth do all the things that they want to do, include abuse women, violate them because they tell themselves, well, I have a penis and I can impregnate 360 women in a year. And I'm not sure what else you tell yourself. And then you realize that when it's truly time for you to marry, you just take what's available. Mm-hmm. You take what's left. You take
whatever you can get.
Whatever you can get. You never really talk about that. You take whatever you can get. So really, you're with someone, and the only thing you boast of is, well, I can feed her and I can get a child. That's really, but you know that she doesn't love you. She had half a chance, not even a full chance, a fraction of a chance. If she could replace you, she wouldn't even blink. She'd put a blindfold. Like she'll say, tie this eyes up. Oof. Switch. Yeah. But as long as you can make someone else feel down, as long as you can cast the other person down and elevate yourself and lie about all the ways you think you're winning in this world that's a man's world, and the woman is stupid enough or ignorant enough to not know the true reality, then, and I'm not even speaking to this gentleman in particular, I'm saying that that's a possibility because I've even seen that. All right, so we're going to leave that for a moment and then assume the best and say hello. Hey, hi, my name is, well, I don't want to dramatize it. You should know how this thing works. Find the courage.
He said he don't know how to do it no more. You have to dramatize.
No. It's simpler. Well, I want it to be simple.
Hello, hi. What's your name? What do you like to do? Which is very boring, by the way.
No. Don't listen to Kemi. No, let's try this out. There's a girl in your neighborhood. See whether you can lock eyes a number of times. Like, make sure you're deliberate about it. You want her to know that you are looking at her.
Staring. Nice.
You want her to know.
Sometimes.
So first she's like, why is he always looking at me?
What are you looking at?
Then
you can start from there.
Yeah, then you can say good afternoon when you get a chance. And she would say, afternoon, what?
Do you need help? You look like you need an umbrella.
No, just say, hi. It's, well, you live around here? My name's this, I live around here. I do this, I do that. What do you do? Would you like to hang out?
Yeah, skip what do you do?
Would you like, don't invite her to your house. Like, would you want to go out? Hey.
Don't.
Look, I hope you have some money.
That's another one.
No. Kemi, no.
How would they go out?
Well, yeah. Do you know? You can take a walk. You can get ice cream. You really want to know her. Ice cream is money. Yeah, but it's not so price. You're not gonna. If you can afford it, you want to go on a fancy date, right? Well, if you can't, find out something that's equally as good.
Maybe something she likes that's cheap. Who knows?
These girls.
I like ice cream. It's cheap.
Yeah, but these girls, they don't be liking cheap stuff.
Oh.
They don't even know what they want.
Let the spirit lead you, my brother.
No, say, hey, we can go for a walk. I don't know where you live, but I'm hoping you have a neighborhood where you can really just go on a walk. You can get ice cream. And I hope you have a sense of humor, because at least if you don't have money, you have sense of humor. Like,
that will help you. You have to compliment.
I hope.
You have to give something.
Like, may your God not leave you when you need him the most.
Ooh, that would be sad.
But look, I tell you for free, if you have good character, you have a good sense of humor, and you don't have money, you can at least have friends.
Yeah.
Hey, you can at least have friends. And, yeah, you can just pick it up from there. You can at least have friends. Okay, good. I can't drop all my game in one day.
What now?
Yeah, go get your friend and holler at me when you're here. Well, holler at me when you are there. Like, okay, I have this friend now. Kind of like us. Good. Then
where do we go?
I'll give you page 2.
Game series. This is episode 1.
It's Confessions Thursday. Oh, he also spoke about a job.
Yeah.
Look, if you can't get a job, I hope your boss, I hope your relationship with your former boss was good. If they have a Lagos office, stop by, say hi. It's like, you guys are here. I'm here too. Like, well, I'd like a job. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have a job, right? So I think it's okay to. The worst, they'll say they don't have a job for you. Better, but at least now you know you tried, as against not trying and then you're broke and then you want a girl and you can't buy her lunch. Like you can't be in a taxi with her and you pay. I mean, you don't want that, right? So go get a job. And anything to get a job, as long as it's honest and decent, you owe yourself that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. But first, we have information for you.
Yes, Lagos. Okay, so it's the second edition of the Jackpot Seminar with Uzo Ododoba of Wazobia FM. If you're looking for the right path to study, live, or work abroad without losing your funds to unscrupulous travel agents, then this one is for you. Or you're just looking for funds to finance your overseas plans, well, this is also for you. You don't want to miss out on the exclusive opportunity, so you better reserve your seat for the premium Jackpot Seminar with Uzo Ododoba of Wazobia FM. Here, you gain valuable insights, travel loans, learn proven strategies, get insider tips, network with industry leaders, have one-on-one discussions with seasoned travel experts, and take the next step towards achieving your traveling goals. When is it happening? Saturday, 7th September 2024. That's pretty close. Time is 12 noon prompt. Please, Lagos, be punctual, okay? Venue is Creative Box Hall at Deniro Ogunsanya Shopping Mall, Surulere, Lagos. Now, there's an access fee and it's 10,000 naira only, and it admits just one person, please. So you don't expect it to be free now. It's a premium seminar. You have to pay. For seat reservations and further inquiries, you can contact the number 0802 383 1303. 0802 383 1303. Okay, hurry up now because seats are filling up fast. So you have to secure your spot right now, okay? This event was powered by Strong Voice Media and proudly supported by Wazobia FM, Cool FM, and Nigeria Info. Remember, it's the second edition of the Jackpot Seminar with Uzo Ododoba of Wazobia FM. And here, they do not give free visa, or they don't give visa at all, so don't bother.
It's Confessions Thursday. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info. What's your confession?
Hello, guys.
Mm-hmm. Welcome. What's your confession?
No, I don't have confession. I have advice.
All right. 1 minute.
So, okay, let me start from the men that have abortion.
You have 1 minute. Make sure you run.
Okay. I'm not doing anymore. So I have a friend who is passing through what the same thing that this man is passing through now.
Okay.
So it happened that this friend, the lady, the wife did not have where to stay, so that's what formed the foundation of their marriage. So he got the lady and housed her, and from there they started and they got married. So it was difficult for the lady to make decision.
Okay.
In fact, the lady did not even have family on her own side.
Okay.
You know. So now they went through four. It was 4. And after 5 years, they couldn't have they couldn't have children. You know, and at the end of the day, the leader allowed him to go and cheat on her and get another. And after what ended the story was that the other lady came in and took over the house. You know.
Wait, the other lady did what?
The other lady came into the house and took over.
Oh.
So, my own is in as much as it's not good to judge or to condemn. I know, I understand. But sometimes we men my gender, we are very funny sometimes. I'm serious. Like we are very funny. How do you get into a marriage and you don't even consider this woman's perspective, and you want to do 3 abortions, conspire her to do 3 abortions.
But you see, we're not even there anymore. We're at that place where he wants kids.
My dear, like one of the brothers said, they first thing first, they should seek a medical advice.
All right,
and then
got it.
And after that, they should, if they can give that, fine. If they cannot, the woman should go and cheat. Because it's not about the man. Because even if they are adults, Joyce, married for how many years, and it's not as if the woman is infertile.
All right.
No.
Thank you. All right. At this point, I think it's even worth. I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny here, but I would want to know whether, if a couple found themselves in that kind of a situation where they can't have a child after 11 years of marriage, should the couple agree that the wife should go out and have an affair and bring back a baby? I mean, if the man thought about it, well, might as well give the very same offer to the woman. And who better cheat in that situation? Well, who better be outside the marriage than the woman, because she's the one who has to carry the baby, right?
We're both outside. Let's be outside.
No. We're not both outside.
Okay, we're not going outside.
But it's not going to be the man who goes sleeping around and bringing in a baby. Let it be the woman who's offered this. Okay, would you like to
try?
That guy who's been greeting you, I think I'm okay. I'll just
close my eye.
I'll try not to think about it, but yeah, you can just. But now the question is, how long would it have to be?
Voila! I was just opening the door of Fuji House of Commotion.
How long?
Right.
And how do you? Does it have to be signed? Like, do you say, well, we're going to sign this as we're going to try until. We're going to be at this until we conceive, and then deals off.
You tell him to go away.
Yeah, then you say to the chairman, well, the deal's off.
Thank you very much for... Voila. Okay. Anyways, I think you can work an agreement with the guy, not the woman. The woman that the guy is supposed to meet outside. The uncle that's been high now.
That's not. I don't advise it. I thought about it, and
it's messy, yo. It's very messy.
Just divorce each other and just go your separate ways.
Well, no.
That would be a better offer against the woman going out or the man going out and bringing a baby in. I'm just saying.
Adoption is a better option.
Well, in the
I mean, if it's a baby you guys want.
In the absence,
yes. Adoption, surrogacy, do something.
All right, great. So, confessions. I have a message up before the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So, good afternoon, Joyce. I asked you a question some weeks ago about why do some women endure poverty of their parents but cannot endure it with a man, but yet you're yet to do a program or talk about it, because I've seen many ladies these days capitalize the ability to date men by the ability to financially support them. Is that sick?
I promised that I would have to schedule that conversation to talk about.
I would set a personal reminder.
Okay, to talk about the possibility. Okay, I'm not going to deny that it happens. That women would not tolerate the poverty of their... Well, women tolerate the poverty of their parents and wouldn't be able to tolerate the poverty of their...
partner.
I hate that word. I despise
companion.
I despise that word.
God,
Yeah, but maybe for the situation, wouldn't be able to tolerate the poverty of their partner. And maybe it's really a partnership, Maybe it's really what that is. It's like when this partnership is not working, you find another partnership that works.
Collaborate.
So maybe the reason we have a problem because of the language with which we use to characterize things. And deeper than that, maybe the fact that we have become a selfish bunch. And then if it doesn't work, we want it to work. And we're willing to leave here and go there if it works over there. All right. So I promise I'm going to have a conversation. I want to believe and hope. I'm asking women, whenever that date comes forward, that women, even if you would be anonymous, you would be more than willing to at least tell or share your psychological and emotional positioning, and maybe, if anything, the difficulty that life presents you that maybe informs the choice of deciding that if he doesn't have money, nothing else will count, including his soul and spirit. We'll be replacing him with a monkey if the monkey has money. Yep.
Okay.
It's time now for the headlines at 99.3 Nigeria Info. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to seek
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.